What's up guys, Hoodlum 2002 here with another Diecast review video. Today we are going to be reviewing Alex Bowman's 2020 Auto Club win. I've been wanting to review this car for a very long time. NASCAR didn't run Auto Club last year, otherwise I would have reviewed it last year. Because again, what I like to do is kind of review a race win car from the track that they won when NASCAR's racing at the track that the driver won at. So I thought it'd be really cool to finally review this car. So before we get into the car, I'm going to take a look at the box. You can see here you got your standard Elite box. You got the Elite logo right there with the little honeycomb pattern. Got Lionel Racing official diecast of NASCAR. Got standard finish RCCA Elite. They made a total of 250 of these. Here's the back. Again, just have the Elite logo, normal design, 2020 RCCA Elite, and you of course have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. This does of course come with a few things. Being a race win, you have your little silver race winner sticker that they started doing since Monster Energy doesn't sponsor the Cup Series no more. So they just kind of started doing a little silver winner sticker, which I think is pretty cool. You have your, I can grab it here, Certificate of Authenticity Elite card to show to certify that it is an Elite diecast. And you of course have your race winner stat card. Bowman led over 100 laps in this race. You can see, I don't think they had the Cincinnati car made, so they just put the Valvoline car on the little trailer right there next to the trophy. See Bowman, obviously, next to the trophy. You can see the background is the Cincinnati car. You have a little bio right here about the win. Bowman was probably the car to beat this weekend, or that weekend, excuse me. I believe, I don't know if he won any of the practices. I want to say he did. Someone had tweeted like a 15 lap average and like a 20 lap average, and Bowman I think was first in those. So we kind of had an idea that Bowman had a long run car. I think the two cars that were really good that day, I believe, were Bowman and Blaney. I believe Bowman won stage 1, Blaney won stage 2, and then Bowman won the final, basically the ending stage being the race. I believe he had like a 10-second lead. I want to say Blaney was running second, but Blaney had to pit because his tires were cording or something like that, so he had to pit. I believe Blaney was running second at the time. And when Blaney pitted, it had Bowman about a 10-second lead over Kyle Busch, who finished in second. So anyways, let's get down to sponsors. So on the hood, you have Cincinnati and the Cincinnati logo right there. On the front, you've got Chevy ZL1. You got the 88 right there. You got Hendrick Motorsports on the other side. Going down the side, you got your normal contingencies. You got 3M and Sunoco. You got Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Race Car. On the quarter panel, you've got Cincinnati. You got Lumar and Axalta right there. On the C post, you have Microsoft and Valvoline. The B post, you have Axalta, Freightliner, Mac Tools, Siemens, and I believe that would be the Cincinnati logo that's covered under confetti right there. Got Alex Bowman's name right there on the name rail, as long as the winner sticker. This was Bowman's only win of 2020 as well. The back, you've got Cincinnati, Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE. You got Valvoline right there, as well as the 88 logo right there. I don't know what this logo is supposed to be. I don't know if that's like some sort of Cincinnati logo or something. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. On the deck lid, you have ChevyGoods.com. And on the roof, you have Cincinnati. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Let's see. The hood does open Let me take these little antennas out. This is another thing you get with the Elites, is you get these little roof antennas. Set those down to the side. So let me open the hood real quick. If it wants to open, come on. There we go. Under the hood, you got the Chevy Bowtie, Valvoline, Cincinnati, Exalta, Lumar, and Wix filters. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Roof flaps open. The deck lids, with this being an Elite, the deck lid opens on the Elites. So there you got your typical fuel cell and such. This for some reason has the small spoiler when the real car had the bigger spoiler. The reason for that is I believe Lionel still had some of these small, or some of these bodies with the small spoilers left over, so we're trying to get all of those used up. Kind of wish they didn't use it for this car, but oh well. There's the underside of the car if you want to see that. All the RCCA Elite detail. This is DIN number 72. So you have it right there under the, I guess, fuel tank. And you have it as well up here under the splitter. I'd say the reason they maybe put it under the car was the rear window was covered in some confetti. But, I mean, you still would have been able to read it. Would have been right there. So now, let's get into probably my favorite part of these videos. And that's the damage. So, starting over here with about the hood front window. This thing is covered in some confetti. You can actually see in the Cincinnati logo there actually is some rubber and dirt and all that stuff. You can see on the front you can see the grill opening area. It does have some pieces of tape right there. Got some little pieces of confetti down there on the side as well. Going down the side, with this having some black on the paint job, you really can't see much. You can kind of see there on the wheel right there. You can see like the 4 numbers: 9, 24, 48, and 88. Again, just going down the side of the car, you've got a lot of confetti. You can see the tire right here is basically Lionel cut a chunk of the tire out to make it look flat. You can see where Bowman blew out the quarter panel whenever he was doing his burnouts. And again, you got a whole lot of confetti. Not much on the back. Looks like you can see some scrapes from when he was getting either pushed by someone. You can see the kind of the rear camera right there next to the Chevy logo. Yeah, a little bit of confetti on the deck lid and on the rear window and on the roof. A lot of the confetti seems to be on the driver's side of the vehicle, of the car. You see there's the holes for the antennas. And down the side again, blew out both quarter panels. Kind of see, looks to be a little bit of some damage maybe from maybe pieces of the tire that were still holding on were kind of whipping around hitting the car. This side doesn't really have a whole lot of confetti. You can see some confetti. They did do a shredded tire on the right side of the car. Didn't want to get that mixed up. And again, when the car was sitting in victory lane, both tires were basically like flat. So I really like Lionel's idea here. They took, the normal tire and then just like cut a piece of it to make it sit to where the tires were flat. You can see not really a whole lot of damage, but with the flat tires you'll notice that it sits a little low. And because of these RCCA cars, they do have springs, so like if you push down, the side skirt's basically hitting the ground. And then, it's not really a big adjustment, but, if you have it up to, if you turn the tire to where it's not sitting on this flat area of the tires, to where, like, if the tires were, like, completely normal, you get a little bit of ride height. See, I'm pushing down the suspension, it's not really hitting the ground. I just think it's cool that obviously have it sitting in the flat area of the tires because that's how it was in Victory Lane. As of right now, this was the last win for the number 88. Obviously, after 2020, Bowman went to the 48 in 2021, so the 88 is no longer in use in the Cup Series. I kind of wish they would have kept the 88, to be honest. Either way, I was going to stick with Bowman no matter what number they swapped him to. Because, I mean, the pit crew and all that is still the 88 crew. They're just rebranded to the number 48 instead of the 88. The original 48 crew is with Larson, which is now the 5. So 2020 they went from having the 9, 24, 48, and 88 to I believe now having the 5, 9, 24, and 48. Now, one question one thing I'm actually curious about is, with the 88 being available in the Cup Series, if Dale Jr.'s Xfinity team were to have maybe get a Cup car or something like that, I feel like if the 88 was still available, I would feel like they would definitely use the 88 if they ever did get a Cup car. That's kind of been something that's been talked about a little bit. Right now, JRM's still running Xfinity with I believe the 7, 8, 9, and the 1. Junior, obviously still making his 1-year Xfinity start, I believe at the Spring Martinsville race in a few months. And for the first time since 2018, he will be in the 88 car. So I'm obviously getting the diecast of that because I have every single one of his Xfinity cars from 2018 autographed. I've got 2018 autographed, I've got 19, 20, and 21 all autographed. So I'll be looking forward to adding the 22 autograph card to my collection. Back to this Bowman car. Probably so far, really the only race that Bowman has dominated. If we go domination-wise, obviously Auto Club would be the first. And I believe, I can't remember if he led more laps at Chicagoland in 19 or if he led more laps in the Dover race that he won last year. So I know he led a decent amount of laps at the Dover race last year whenever he won. I know the Chicagoland when he led 88 laps. I think this remains to be the only win that he's gotten where he led over 100 laps, if I'm correct. When he won Richmond, I believe he led like 9 or like the last 10 laps, basically. Pocono, I want to say he led maybe less than 20 laps. And then Martinsville, I think he led like less than 5, if I can remember. So this win was definitely his most dominant win that he's gotten so far of his 6 wins. Like I said earlier in the video, he was basically the car to beat after the practice sessions, and he qualified 3rd. I believe was it Boyer at the time qualified 1st and Johnson qualified 2nd, if I'm remembering that right. I can't remember. I just know Bowman qualified 3rd. As far as the scheme goes, I really like this scheme. Really cool. Kind of like how we got the red at the top and kind of the black down at the bottom. But again, really happy to have all of Bowman's wins. Again, pretty sure I've said this, but anytime Bowman wins a race, I'm getting the Elite 124. I have I even have his one Xfinity win, being the 2017 Charlotte Fall race. Obviously, they only make one mold for the Xfinity cars, but still, every win that Bowman's gotten so far in NASCAR, I have, with his Xfinity win, and right now his 288 wins. I should be getting some of his 48 wins here shortly, in about a month or so. Can't wait to finally start adding some of his 48 cars to the collection. Or I should say 48 raced wins, because I have his 2021 primary here. Anyways, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Okay, there we go. Again, really like this car. I believe Bowman is started. I can't remember where Bowman's starting. I think he started. I know he's in row 6, if I can remember correctly. I will not be surprised if we see a lot of cars self-spin. We were seeing a lot of that in qualifying yesterday, I believe. In the final round, Logano, Elliott, and Byron all tried going down on the apron. And then whenever they came up the apron, they ended up spinning out. Put these antennas back in. I can kind of see how the car looks with the antennas a little bit. Got the roof cam right there up front, and then you got the 2 little antennas right there. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like I said many times, a lot of these videos are going to be Bowman and Dale Jr. cars. But don't worry, I'm getting some different race wins here and there to try to throw in some variety. They just haven't came out yet. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope everyone enjoys the Auto Club race later today. So, catch you guys in the next video.